Welcome back to Pottery Tales. I'm your host, Miriam, where we talk about everything but pottery. And if you're here because of the name, I'm sorry in advance if you have a spiritual awakening because of the discussion that is on the table today. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's just kind of how it goes. So I got really excited because I was on Instagram earlier and I was like, oh my God, my live feature is back. I can go live. Because before I haven't had the live feature for a while. And then I just went to go live on Instagram because that's where the people are. And I can't go live because I don't have 1,000 followers anymore. Because I remove people like a bad woman. So your girl's down to like 842. So I can't go live on Instagram. But I finally was like unbanned from like the meme that I posted of Hunter Biden in his underwear in 2020 or 2021. They did like a retroactive ban on my Instagram account, and I haven't been able to go live since because I violated the terms of service. But anyway, we're over here on YouTube, and yes, I also have violated YouTube's terms of service at various points. For things that I've said. So we'll see how long this lasts. Hopefully my ability to speak freely isn't kiboshed. We'll see. But I wanted to talk about a couple different things. And mainly, one of the main things I want to talk about is darkness, the intuitive life, what it's like to live the intuitive life, how hard it is, do you really want to do it, what darkness is actually up to, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to do that while I drive home. Okay, it feels so different to be live. I've been recording videos, not live, and it's just, the energy is just different. It's just a different vibe all around, you know? And if you do engage with me in chat, I will try to read it, but, you know, safely, of course. So there's this whole idea out there, like when you get into the like truther, patriot, spiritual, all these different movements, you know, there's the idea that the aliens are coming back and they're going to like save us. And then there's the Christianity pocket where the Jesus is coming back and he's going to save us. And, you know, the patriots are like the white hats are in charge and they're going to save us. We got to trust the plan. There's all these things, but like they're all based in bullshit. My never so humble, never been humble in my life once opinion. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I think the real thing that we need to talk about here is what darkness actually wants. And they want to create a utopia. And that, you know, people don't have this perspective out there. I never hear anybody say it. David and I are the only ones that are saying this. And I think it's important to think about and like realize what's going on and like be able to talk about it like adults. So darkness wants to create a utopia. So what does that mean? Like in darkness's mind, that's a world without God. Because what I feel in my deepest bones is that there was this conversation that was like, hey God, I can create something better than you. Like, watch. And then God was essentially like, okay, try it out. That's just the vibe I get. When I check in, that's what I get. If you get something different, fine. I'm telling you what I get. I'm telling you what David gets. I'm telling you what resonates with our people that follow our work and like what we're talking about. So there's just this sense of like, okay, like try it. So that's what darkness is doing here, is crafting a world in which we forget that God exists entirely. We're not connected to God and we're comfortable. It's like, oh God, it reminds me of when Alex Jones did that, you gotta keep them comfortable. That bit on the guy from Virginia, when they like kill the babies after they're born. You know, and that's considered abortion still, even though it's outside the womb and the baby's full term. Gotta keep them comfortable. But that's essentially what darkness is doing and attempting to do for us is to keep us comfortable, to create a world of conveniences. And in the interim, from now until then, things are just kind of wonky. And we're like really retarded. Like we don't see clearly here. We have no idea what's going on. We think that money ensures our safety and survival. We teeter back and forth whether we believe if God is real or not, or if we even have a connection to God. Like we're a mess. Like we're just an absolute mess. And then these things come in, these like thoughts or these psychic attacks, whether they're physical through frequency. It's also invisible, not physical. But if they're using some sort of frequency device to manipulate our thoughts and put thoughts in our head that aren't us, or it's spiritual and psychic attack of like little demon creature beings that have been assigned to us since birth and been assigned to our family since the dawn of time, so they just feel familiar and we think that it's us and we fully identified as these little creature things, and it's not us at all, that keep us insecure and not doing our life's work in the world. Like that's just painting the picture. Maybe those are, I don't know. I kind of think it's both, honestly. But darkness has been at this a long time, and they have a long time. And like we live these short little lives. Like we're not going to live forever. Like maybe there's people that want to, and maybe we'll be sold that idea by darkness in their utopia. That they want us to buy into their utopia. Like they want us to be on board with the 15-minute freedom city. And like parts of it aren't actually going to be that bad. And that's the weird thing to like wrap your head around, because we have it in our bones as like intuitive patriot truther, whatever the fuck people identify as. We have it in our bones that like, no, I'm not going to live in a 15-minute city. I'm going to be the resistance, and I'm not doing that. It's like, yeah, the resistance is already accounted for. Like you're not like pulling the wool over anybody's eyes here. Like we're going much deeper into this thing than people would care to admit, which I know is not a popular thing to say, but I've been saying it for a long time. And we're already in it. We're already deep into this thing. Like we're already living in a world of soulless muggles that have no idea what the fuck is going on. And they just repeat scripts and chant chants. Like you're either chanting the latest chant, which is like, I am Charlie, or you're on the other political side of the aisle and you're saying, fuck ICE. Like those were given to you by darkness to chant the chants. And then you're not doing your work. You're not doing what you came here to do. You're not being or doing fucking anything, but like regurgitating nonsense that has nothing to do with your life and nothing to do with the essence of your soul and nothing to do with where you're going and what you're doing. And it bothers the shit out of me. And I hate seeing people get duped. But it's going to be really enticing because that's how darkness works. It's going to be really like alluring, and like we may want to go into their system. I mean, we already are. Look at all this. Look at like all of these technological advances. Yes, we can use them for good. I think we are, and I think we're often guided into things through our intuitive channel that like they make us uncomfortable. Like it feels like we people think that they're not going to accept the UBI, but I'm telling you, you're going to accept the UBI. Like it's okay. And especially if you get the guidance through your own knowing that it's like, yeah, it's okay. You can take the UBI. Don't worry about it. And then you're going to have these like bolstered up beings on the internet that are like, don't take the UBI. You need to be the resistance. And I'm going to, die on this hill and I'm not taking the UBI or whatever the fuck. And like everyone will be righteous about their said thing. And it's just silly. Because at the end of the day, it's our one-on-one personal connection to God and doing the things that are here for us, like genuinely, that we're guided to do, that have nothing to do with what's coming through the internet or what other people are chanting. Like, what is it like to actually be psychologically free here? What is it like to actually have your free will restored? What is it like to like actually have some sliver of sovereignty? Like, we don't know. But I'll be damned. I'm fucking trying to find out. That's what David and I are fucking committed to doing at the Second Paradigm. Is like, how does this shit actually fucking work? And how do we work with God within this system? Because like, this is nothing. Like where we're at right now, like it's like times are only going to get tougher, and it's only going to be harder to listen to your intuitive knowing, and it's only going to be more appealing to listen to AI subscribe you the next gig job so you can make X amount of money so you don't die, or you can make X amount of money so you can pay your bill that's due in 28 days because you're, according to the AI calculations, you're going to run out of money if you don't do this gig. And like, God is written out entirely of that world, but it's all, God's already written out of this world. So it's not going to be like it's anything new for those of us that are on this path. It's not like it's that drastic of a change. But can we still, I'm going to miss my exit. Can we still trust our intuitive knowing in a world that just fundamentally doesn't even acknowledge it? This is my sign for speeding up and then cutting this guy off flawlessly. Nothing illegal's happening, don't you worry. I'm still within the speed limit. We don't need any tattletales out there. But you know, people talk about like being tracked and traced. You're gonna be tracked and traced. We're already tracked and traced. We've been tracked and traced for eons. We don't even know how long we've been tracked and traced. Like, it's okay. We're still going to be okay. And I know that's not the popular perspective. I know the popular perspective is to like jack up a bunch of fear and then sell you some random affiliate link so it ensures my survival and my safety. But like, I'm not selling you anything. I have nothing for sale. I don't even have a single pot for sale. You can't even buy, I mean, maybe, not yet. Maybe you could buy a salt shaker from me. But how's that going to help you? How's that going to help you with all the fucking fear-mongering that's out there? It's like, you're good. And when you have your one-on-one personal connection to God, that's what that channel should be telling you. That's what should be coming through your channel, is like, hey, you're good. Like, calm the fuck down, you fucking psychopath. Like, that's how God talks to me. And that's how I know that it's real. Because if God was like any other version, I wouldn't trust it. But the fact that it comes in and it's like, hey, you're good. Don't fucking worry about it. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks. Like, that's my flavor, and you'll have your flavor too. And it's not the God of the Bible. It's not like I can't do the Bible. I'm sorry. I know the Bible's cool. I know people love the Bible. I know people are really into Jesus. I just, there's something about it that it's like, how am I going to trust this? Like, when I read it, I feel weird inside. A voice changes. Like, why does it sound like someone wrote this chunk and then like this chunk is like the energetic is just off on? And why is it like the King James Bible? Like, perhaps they use this to control droves of the population. Like, do I trust that? Am I interested in that? Like, what is God to me? Like, God to me is a benevolent intelligence outside of myself that I am connected to. Am I a mini God? No. Am I an all-powerful creator? No. Am I willing to listen to this intuitive knowing despite all the biological flare-ups that come with it? Yes. And what darkness will say, because darkness is a check on God, is like, hey, just come over here. You don't have to feel that. Like, your God seems to make you struggle. Where like you have faced a bunch of hard shit. Like, over here, you can just click our somas and you don't have to feel anything. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice if you just didn't have to feel anything and everything was just better? Like, everything's better over here. Like, we live in these cities and that we're all stacked on top of each other, and like, you go downstairs in the morning and your coffee's already made for you with a handwritten note that specifically wishes you luck on your thing that you're doing today. And like, if you want to, you can replay your dreams on the screen in the morning if you want to see what your dreams were like, and you can go into them and explore them further. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Isn't that cool to rewatch your dreams every morning? I'm fascinated by dreams, so I feel like that could be a hook for me. I could maybe be interested in that. But like, what darkness is selling us isn't this like big scary thing where they want to kill everybody. That's not what's going on here. And I'm so sick of that narrative, because it's just not true. But they need to corral everyone. So there's the resistance to the resistance to the resistance to the resistance. And then there's this opposing group, and there's this group, and there's that group, and there's these other groups. Like, there's groups upon groups, and they're all accounted for. And the whole idea is to create a homogenized hive mind of people. Their ideology, they're in this dark utopia, and it's godless. It's 100% godless. And then they go Darkness goes to God and says, see, we did it. And then earth becomes like a trophy dome of what's possible for darkness to do. It becomes a, look what we did. No one here, no one in this dome of yours, God, believes in you anymore. Not a single person. They're all following our way, and they're actually happy, and they're better, and they like it more. And they're not concerned about their spiritual evolution or their soul or the growth of who they came here to be. And they live forever. We promise them eternal life, and they love it. And like, women don't have to go through the burden of being pregnant and feeling morning sickness. Like, we can just grow their babies in an incubator. Like the Cabbage Patch babies, the incubator babies. You think I sound crazy? Look it up. I didn't make that up. It didn't come from me. Just look it up. You know, women don't have to bear the pain of childbirth now. You can just grow your baby and pick genes and exactly what you want it to look like and the qualities that you want it to have. I mean, we're there. We're already there. But like, that's where this goes. And like, doesn't it make sense that those of us that are the most connected and the most intuitive and the most fucking insecure, which is also just an annoying trait of being intuitive, is being massively insecure about your gifts? I'm sick of that. We got to stop. We got to stop with the intuitive bullshit. I mean, not the intuitive bullshit, the insecure bullshit. It's enough. We've been insecure long enough. We've hemmed and hawed long enough. Like, we know who the fuck we are. We know what we're doing here. We know we see differently than most people. We think differently than most people. We know most people aren't going to get it. We know, yada, yada, yada. We can't let that stop us. We can't let that stop us from saying what we have to say and doing what we have to do here. Man, I should go live more often. This is great. I am doing great. I'm sorry I can't read your comments. I'm assuming they're mean. But if they're not, I appreciate you. But I just feel like most people in the comment section have pretty mean thumbs and they say stupid shit. But if you're an anomaly and saying something nice, that's very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. So, like, are we wrapping our head around this? You know, it's not like it's a, you know, like devil fucking, like, that's not what I'm talking about when I talk about darkness. Like, it's not this, like, big, scary thing. Like, I think that's why we need to talk about it as adults and see it clearly, so that way we know where this thing is headed, and then we know our role within it. And our role within it is to, in my never so humble opinion, is to keep this intuitive feed intact. That is the most important thing. Like, how could it not be? Because then right there, just that alone, your existence within a world that is mostly and we're already living in, your existence just proves, because God's like, oh, no, actually, darkness, right there. You see that little cluster right there? That little cult of second paradigm people? Yeah, we know there's only 5 of them, but God's like, I'm working on it. But see those 5 of them right there? See how they still believe in me? And that's, darkness wants God out of the equation entirely and wants everyone to be happy. Like, truly, like, just happy, numbed out, complacent, fine with life. Because, like, this squeeze that we're in is not the ultimate goal of darkness. Darkness doesn't want everyone to be miserable and financially struggling for the rest of their life. That's not what this is. It's a means to an end, but the reason for it is to create the financial struggle and then create the financial relief, all created by darkness. But when you're actually in financial struggle and you're unwilling to do anything outside of the guidance you get from God, it's fucking brutal. Like, it is so hard, because all you want to do when the bills are stacking up and the bill collectors are calling and the da-da-da-da-da and things feel like absolutely hopeless, all you want to do is just fucking, like, okay, fine, I'll just do this stupid fucking gig. But there's something in you that's like, no, like, I can't. Like, I need to find the bottom of this. Because we feel as though everything's going to bottom out and nothing's ever going to work, especially when it comes to money. Money is like the easiest way to control people, and it has people by the ball sack. I've said that for years. It's just true. Even if you don't have a ball sack, it's got you by the labia. Like you got, and it sucks. And then you do these like little things and take these little detours in your life that you didn't need to take, because if you just waited out a little bit longer, you'd be able to see that God's actually real and always provides and things always work out. But we get too scared. Biologically, we're so easy to manipulate. And then you talk to anybody else outside of your circle or that like doesn't get what the fuck you're doing, and they're like, well, what are you doing? Why aren't you gotta take the job? Are you at least applying? Are you looking at places? And it's like, no, like I can't. I fucking can't. They're like, oh, you're so irresponsible, Linda. I don't know who Linda is, but she got it rough. Her brother sucks. And that's it. And it's like, fuck. And it's like, okay, maybe Billy's right. Like, maybe I should just like, put myself out there and apply for some jobs and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, why is this biological uncertainty so uncomfortable? Like, isn't that weird? Like, why is suddenly when you believe in God to the depths of your being, you don't when it comes to money? How does that make sense? It doesn't, is the appropriate response. Everyone, it doesn't. People are weird when it comes to God. They believe in God for certain things, but not everything. And like, no, and especially when it comes to money, like God doesn't, it's like, no. Like it's all going to work out. Like it's going to be okay. Like we're in a system that's entirely rigged against us, but like we're still going to be okay within that system. And we're going to continue to see clearer, and we're going to continue to ask questions, and we're going to be just fine. And that's the unpopular stance. It's unpopular to say, hey, we're going to be okay. She just learned that people have opinions. Again, sure. Yeah, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And mine is never humble. Ever. That's why they say the comment sections are so stupid. It's like, why are you here? I would never waste my time. This is just a side note for people that are hate watching. Why waste your time? Like, why? Like, you're gonna be more retarded from watching me. You're a bigger loser if you watch me and you hate me. It doesn't make any sense. Oh my God. It's crazy. And not only that, but then to also like to comment. It's like, why? It doesn't even make sense. People are just dumb. But anyway, for those of you who aren't stupid and get what I'm saying and understand the importance of our intuition and what we're actually cultivating here, like it means something. And like it's going to mean more to those of us that are doing it than ever before as we continue on this path. And as the crunch continues, the financial crunch, the spiritual crunch, like they want everyone in a one world religion. We know that. They want everyone believing in the same thing. And it's like, okay, so what is that? And what are people going to believe? Like, what are they corralling people into? Like, there's very much a thing that people are being pushed into. And like, do you want to be pushed into it? Or like, do you want to see what they're doing and then decide, have some sort of free will, some sort of semblance of sovereignty, and like see, like talk like adults and actually see what's happening here and then see your place within it? Because I think just our very existence of our willingness to trust in God, even when it's hard, and even when darkness tempts us with something that may be easier, and it's what everybody else is doing, and this is what Billy would do if he was in Linda's situation, but Linda's just such a fucking loser, and she's so irresponsible and so fucking lazy that she just won't get a job. And it's like, maybe there's something else here. Like, did you ever think that she's actually trusting her intuitive knowing and there's something on the other side of this? Like, there's life on the other side of all this hardship and all this turmoil. And it does get better and it does get easier when you trust that knowing. But it's hard and it's never easy. It's never like, a walk in the park to trust your intuition, because you're going up against an entire collective field of brainwashed motherfuckers who have no clue what it is that you're feeling, that you're talking about. They don't have any idea, none whatsoever. And you can't go to them. So it's a very lonely place on this intuitive path. Like, it just is, and you know that because you've lived it. You've been living inside the loneliness of like, oh yeah, I can't really say that to this person. They wouldn't really get it. I'm just not going to say anything. And then you just listen to them and all their problems and all their woes, and then you give them solutions, and then they don't get it and they don't want to do it because it's hard. And then you hang out with them again a week later and nothing's changed and they're still doing the same old thing. And it's like, oh my fucking God. It's like, all right, like, you're ahead. We say that all the time at the second paradigm, like, you're ahead on this path. You've lived a life, you've seen through copious amounts of bullshit, and you're the wisest person in the room. It's just the facts. It just genuinely is. People come to you when they need advice and help and support. Like, it's just the way it is. It's just what it is. It's your lot in life. Sorry to break it to you. So that's my transmission for today. Nothing to do with pottery. Other than I did throw 2 giant plates, which I'm very excited to see how they came out. They're just going to sit on the shelf untouched, undisturbed over the weekend. Because I want them to come out good. And I don't want to bend them or mess with them in any way, shape, or form. So we'll have to wait for Monday to see how those are. But you're better off than you think. You're much further ahead than you realize, and you're good. You're good, you're good, you're good. I promise. And like, as we go further into this thing, the versions of us would not like to admit it to ourselves, but as we go further into this dark utopia, we're still going to be okay within it. We are. And it's okay. It's okay if you participate in the system. It's okay if you get your groceries delivered. It's okay if you enjoy the conveniences of what's to come. It's okay if you don't have a homestead and you're not, whatever, I don't even know, if you're not financially free, whatever that even fucking means, because money's entirely made up. But you know what I'm saying? Yes, is the correct response. You're good, you're good, you're good. And I'm almost home. So thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye. I don't know how to end this at all. So this is going to be interesting.